Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a king who was richer than any man alive. His name shook the ground, King Baruka. The gods had blessed him with gold, diamonds, fine robes, grand palaces, and more food than 100 men could ever eat. He had everything, but he wanted more. He was never satisfied. His heart was like a bottomless pit. No matter how much he had, he wanted more. One day, he made a very wicked rule. Everybody must give me 80% of their harvest. The villagers wept. Their backs were sore from famine under the hot sun. Their children cried from hunger, but they feared the king. If they refused, his guards would whip them or burn their farms. So, after every harvest, the people came with bowed heads, carrying nearly all their yams, corn, rice, and fruits to the greedy king's palace, and he would sit on his throne, grinning wide like a fat cat, watching their baskets pile high. One day, an old woman with gray hair and a walking stick limped into the village. Her eyes were sharp, her voice strong like thunder. She stood at the palace gate and shouted, "King Baruka, the gods have watched you. Your heart is full of wickedness. Change your ways before it is too late." But King Baruka burst into laughter. "Look at this dirty old woman," he sneered. "Go back to the forest where you came from. I will never stop." The old woman nodded slowly. "So be it," she said, and vanished into the darkness. 2 nights later, the sky turned black. The moon disappeared. A storm roared through the heavens. Thunder clapped like 1,000 drums. Lightning cracked the sky like angry whips. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck the palace. The ground shook. Walls cracked. Gold melted. Fire swallowed the king's riches. The palace fell to the ground in ashes. Nothing was left, not even his golden crown. But the rest of the village, it was untouched. King Baruka crawled out of the rubble, blackened by smoke, clothes torn, stomach empty. His guards ran away. His gold was gone. The people he once ruled stood tall, watching in silence. Now, the once mighty king begged for food from the very people he had starved. They gave him baskets of food, just enough to keep him alive, but he was never king again. The villagers danced and sang under the moonlight. Moral lesson: if you take more than you give, one day life will take everything from you. Greed may build a palace, but kindness builds a kingdom that lasts.